Good morning and welcome back to Texas Mommy. My name is Amanda and today I was going to be sharing with y'all how I make my pot roast. On busy mornings, well, pretty much busy days, which is almost any day, but especially those busy days out of the week when you know you're not going to be able to have the time to come home and cook a dinner. This is one thing I always like to do, so if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so to get started, I actually have a small size crock pot, as you can see here, and unfortunately I do not own any of those plastic wraps that I put in there, so what I do is I just spray mine with vegetable oil, that way the meat will not get stuck in there. And then along with that, I actually have my pot roast right here, and I actually do just pull mine out of the freezer and pop it in there. So I have my pot roast right here, my beef chuck roast that I got from H-E-B that you can see right here. And then I also do add into mine some potatoes that I got at H-E-B, of course. And then I also add some of our celery and our carrots, which these of course are organic. Seasonings wise, I actually, I do put salt, but we use pink salt. I do add pepper, so I have my peppercorn right here. And then once I put in all the meat and the vegetables and so forth, I will actually fill it up with water and then add in these 2 packs I have right here. And they are the Sazon, Goya, cilantro, and tomato. So, and pretty much to know you have the right one, if you aren't very familiar with these seasonings, it does have the red meat on it, as you can see here. So that's kind of like what I know whenever I'm going to cook this, that's what I'm going to use. So let me go ahead and cut all this up and I will be right back with you. Vegetables are finally cut. We're gonna go ahead and start seasoning this meat and kind of just chunking everything in there. So like I said, I am gonna start with my salt. I already have put the meat in here, so I'm just gonna, I guess graciously put some salt in here. And now I'm gonna add the pepper to it. I know we're all fancy, right? We have these little twisty ones. No, it's just these ones. I don't know. I think they're always on sale. They're always just a really good price, and they just work really good for my family. That's why we buy these ones. So now what I'm gonna start adding is the vegetables. So we're first gonna add all these potatoes, and I know it's a lot, but I love potatoes. So like I said, I kind of just pour it all in here, all on top of each other. You know, move it around, make sure that it's gone underneath it's all around the meat and stuff. Now we're gonna add our carrots, which I know does not look like a lot, but my kids really do not like carrots that much, so I don't add that many. I mainly just add carrots for my husband and myself. So now I will add the celery. So now it just looks like a big old salad that I have going on right here. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna add these 2 seasoning packets I had shown you earlier, the Sazon. So they just, you know, you always just kind of do this to it to make sure the powder is not up here where I'm gonna tear it. That way I don't make a mess when I'm tearing it. So I do get this and kind of just sprinkle it over it. And I'm gonna do the same thing to this one, and I will show y'all, sorry about that. I will show y'all how it looks before I start it on here. I actually usually do cook my Crockpot pot roast for about 9 hours. Just because that way the meat is all tender and stuff. And so what I usually do is I just get my Dunkin' Donuts cup I have right here, filled up with water. And I just kind of fill this up with water. So like this, I don't feel it has enough water, so I'm actually gonna go grab some more water, pour it in there, and then I'll be right back to show y'all. Okay, so this right here is what it actually looks like right now. So you can see there's some seasoning right here, the meat, all the vegetables. So I'm just gonna put this lovely lid on top of it, and I'm gonna cook this for 9 hours. Unfortunately, mine does not have a timer on here. It just has the off, low, high, and warm. So I usually do is I go ahead and just put the timer on my stove to go off after 9 hours. So I will be back in 9 hours to show y'all how the Crockpot pot roast came out. Okay, now that I have finally put this in a bowl, you can see I have all the juices in here along with the meat. You can see the potatoes and the carrots and some celery. So this is, you know, just a really easy meal. Sorry about that, guys. My kids just being kind of rowdy tonight whilst I'm trying to finish this up for you guys. So like I showed you, you know, that was the end product of pot roast. It's very easy, especially when you're gonna have a busy day. You can just get this going in the morning like I did. And whole day goes by, 9 hours later. What I might have forgotten to mention, not quite sure, is I do cook it on low. That way the meat doesn't get too hard and too rough, and your vegetables don't get all mushy and stuff. So that is also what I do. So hope you enjoyed this sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget also, leave a comment down below if you make pot roast for your family. And if you do, what ingredients do you add in there that maybe I didn't add in mine? So, see you next time. Bye.